bill in Oval Office will also be signing a much-needed $4 billion missile defense bill. Trump is leaving D.C. for Florida today to spend the Christmas season with his family in Mar-a-Lago. The man accused of driving an SUV into a crowd of pedestrians in Melbourne, Australia, blames the mistreatment of Muslims for what he did. Police are calling the incident a deliberate act and have arrested the driver, an Australian citizen of Afghan descent with a history of mental health issues. So far, police have not found any terror-related links to the incident. Millions of Ohioans are hitting the roadways and heading to the airport ahead of the 2017 holiday season. Ohio Department of Transportation Press Secretary Matt Bruning says Ohioans should expect busy roadways.
We know that there is about a 37% increase in traffic volume around the Christmas holiday, making it the second most traveled holiday in Ohio. Certainly, we just ask for patience. We ask people to plan ahead.
AAA anticipates 107 million people will likely travel more than 50 miles or more away from their homes beginning tomorrow and running through the 1st of January. The majority of those travelers will take to the roadways. The sports world is mourning the loss of Hall of Fame broadcaster Dick Enberg this morning. He spoke earlier this year about his retirement from calling San Diego Padres games.
I couldn't have scripted the culmination of this privileged career any better.
Family members say he passed away Thursday at the age of 82 at his home in La Jolla, California. A heart attack believed to be the cause of death, but is yet to be confirmed. Enberg worked for NBC, CBS, and ESPN. He called 10 Super Bowls, 28 Wimbledons, and 8 NCAA men's college basketball championship games. Now your WTAM Sports.
Cavaliers made it 19 wins in their last 21 games when they beat the Bulls 115-112 last night. LeBron led the way with 34. More good news, Isaiah Thomas went through a full goal scrimmage with players from the Canton Charge yesterday. Thomas won't play Christmas Day at Golden State, but his return is getting closer. Browns are 6.5-point underdogs for Sunday's game against the Bears. And here at WTAM Special, the streak tonight at 9 relived the Indians' 22-game winning streak. Over the Indians and the Cavs, Mike Snyder, News Radio WTAM 1100.
Your next news update in 25 minutes at 11:30 from the Cleveland Ford Lincoln Studios, featuring the 2018 Lincoln MKX. I'm Carmen Angelo on Cleveland's News Radio WTAM 1100.
Stay connected with news updates at the top and bottom of the hour. Cleveland's News Radio WTAM 1100 on our iHeartRadio app.
If you're 85 or younger, would you like peace of mind and comfort for your family? We're Final Expense Direct with an urgent message for you. The average funeral today costs over $8,000, but the most you'll get from government benefits is $255. How will your family pay the difference? We can help. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam. You'll have lifetime coverage, and your plan can't be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Call now for free information about our senior plan. Answer a few simple questions and receive approval right on the phone. Plus, call right now and we'll give you a discount prescription card for free. Call 800-584-5386. That's 800-584-5386. Again, 800-584-5386.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. Choosing the right mortgage lender involves much more than just a rate. Quicken Loans has earned 11 J.D. Power Awards for client satisfaction. And we invented Rocket Mortgage, a simpler, hassle-free way to get a mortgage completely online. No one else has anything like it. So choose Quicken Loans, America's #1 online lender. Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com. That's 800-QUICKEN. Equal housing lender, minimum number 3030.
The Church of the German Southern Circle forces Dunkirk. The nation's top critics are hearing Darkest Hour. We must get our voice off those beats with the most eternal rays. Darkest Hour inspires and entertains.
Trombone, you're not special. To rescue mankind.
It's a cultural leadership at its most brilliant.
Please don't fight off.
And now it's the Critics' Choice nominee for Best Picture of the Year.
We still give up commitment.
It's appropriate for children under 13. Theaters everywhere today.
Well, it's an honor to sit in for Glenn Beck here on the Glenn Beck program. Ben Shapiro here, sitting with you on this Friday just before Christmas. And I hope you do have a wonderful Merry Christmas. Hope you had a great holiday season. You're a Hanukkah celebrator. That's over for you already, so it's time to move on to Christmas for the rest of the country. And I love the time of year. It's June. I love the Christmas time of year. I mean, it's just a beautiful holiday. I heard a really good explanation the other day from my friend Andrew Clavin about somebody asked him, why is it that all best Christmas songs are written by Jews? He had a really good answer. And his answer was that if you're a Jew in the United States and you watch Christmas playing out, you're always watching it through somebody else's window. So there's always a feeling of sort of nostalgia about it. Nostalgia is really the right word. There's a wistfulness to all that kind of music that really hits home for the holiday. I think I love the Christmas season. It's just beautiful to watch. As a Jew, I am grateful that this is a Christian country, a country that relies on a godly view of man and man's role in the world. That's why America is great, because they're good, and we're good because we have our roots in biblical morality, going back to both the Old and New Testament. So, little Christmas cheer for you there now. So let's go through President Trump's year, because we're going to be the how's it go? How'd it go? And you know what? I'll take your calls here. I want to hear what your grades are for the president. The number is 888-727-BECK. 888-727-BECK. So I'm going to give you my grade. First, I'm going to go through his accomplishments and his demerits, because I want to be as objective as possible. My model for Trump has always been good Trump, bad Trump. In fact, I was the originator of this binary, where I said there is good Trump and there's bad Trump. He's bifurcated. He's not always good, he's not always bad, but he's good we cheer, he's bad we don't. But you have to view him that way, because if you're going to be honest about your politicians rather than just following the leader, you need to look at what they're doing on a day-by-day basis and decide whether it's good or not. I don't believe in politician worship. It's just another form of idol worship. I don't believe in the MAGA, 4D, underwater, upside-down, chess-playing genius. I don't believe everything that Trump does is well thought out or brilliant. But I also don't believe, like some folks seem to, that everything that Trump has ever done is wrong and terrible. And even if he does something I agree with, he's ruining it because it's Trump. I don't believe that either. So I want to go through his accomplishments this year, and then we'll go through the things that he has done wrong this year, and then I'll give you my final overall grade for the president this year. Because, hey, who knew where this was going to go on January 20th? I mean, did anyone have a real clue? You may have had your suspicions. You may have been optimistic or pessimistic, but no one had any idea. So, good Trump this year. Number one, obviously, Justice Gorsuch. The appointment of Justice Neil Gorsuch was a big move for the president. The president made a smart move early on in his administration, of basically outsourcing his judicial takes to Federalist Society. For folks who don't know Federalist Society, I went to Harvard Law School. I was a member of FedStop. FedStop is a libertarian/conservative legal organization. It organizes conservatives and libertarians all over the country at the nation's top law school. And basically, Trump went to leadership of FedStop and he said, select for me judges. They did. He followed. Good for him. Justice Gorsuch sits on the Supreme Court. Big win for President Trump. Second, ISIS has largely been wiped out. They've largely been wiped out. Their territorial holdings, which at one point were their bragging point, right? They used to claim that they controlled an area larger than that of the UK. They've basically been reduced to nothingness. President Trump has to do with that. I won't give full credit to President Trump for that, because basically was following an Obama policy, but he did broaden and expand it, he changed the rules of engagement, and he did that without toppling Bashar Assad. Now, there's an argument to be made that he should have moved to topple Bashar Assad, one of the world's worst human beings, man, chemical weapons on his own people. But the idea that these two things were integrally related, that in order to topple ISIS and finish ISIS, you had to remove Assad, that was not true. Okay, the soaring stock market, the unemployment rate down. Right? He gets some credit for that, but not all. I want to be intellectually honest, as always, about how the economy works. The stock market went up in Trump's first year by a significant amount, went up 12%, something like that. In Obama's first year, went up 55% actually. It was 35, 55%, something in that area. I did not attribute rising stock markets to Obama. I will not be saying for Trump. Same thing with unemployment, but there's no question that the business climate is much better now, because businesses don't fear that President Trump is going to come in and just destroy them the way the businesses fear that any moment now President Obama was going to issue a new regulation cracking down on how businesses operated. Cutting regulations, big accomplishment for President Trump. He brags that he's cut 22 regulations for each new one created. That's a big achievement for the President of the United States. Now, he needs to maintain power in order for that to stick around. The regulators are going to be able to reinforce those regulations the moment he's out of office. But that is a big accomplishment for the president. He's helped curb Iran. So Iran's regional power was growing. Trump has worked very hard to put together a coalition, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Jordan, Israel, against the Iranian growth. He certified the Iran deal. He should hold the United States out for reissuing sanctions against Iran. He's decertified it, supposedly in preparation for that, but we should go further there. He announced Jerusalem as Israel's capital, which I thought was the gutsiest, ballsiest move of the Trump administration thus far. I'm not sure that any other Republican would have done it. I think Ted Cruz would have. One of the reasons I supported Cruz in the primary. But I think that it's unlikely any other Republican president would have done so. Good for Trump for doing it. It was a power move, and it was a strong move. It's one of the best moves he's made. It reshaped how the Middle East operates. He's opened public lands, or he started to move to do so. A lot of the West, a lot of the Western territories of the United States are controlled by the federal government. That's asinine. This is what drove the entire hubbub over Clive Bundy and the Bundy family. And the Bundy family did, they got into it with the federal government because they've been using quote-unquote public lands to raise their cattle. They've been doing that for generations. The federal government fenced it off for purposes of some desert tortoise, and then they basically attempted to take the Bundys living away from them. The Bundys resisted in possibly illegal fashion. There was just a hung jury in their case. The reason that happens is because the federal government has fenced off too much land. You look at Nevada, like 90% of the land is controlled by the federal government. Trump is opening a lot of that up, or he's looking to do so. He's also passed new North Korean sanctions. Now, North Korea, a lot of people are worried deeply about North Korea firing a nuclear missile. I don't think that's something North Korea would do, simply because it wouldn't be in their interest. The only thing the Kim family wants is to remain in power. The minute they launch on us, we annihilate. So Trump has done what Trump is capable of doing, which is he has talked to China about it. He's trying to get China to pressure North Korea, and he's passed new sanctions through the UN. I don't think those are going to be effective, but I'm not sure Trump has a lot of other options there. Repeal of the individual mandate. Big win for the president. Take that essential plank of Obamacare. Now we got to take out the other plank, and this is where I think Trump is already signaling he's not going to do it, which is a problem. You need to remove the federal regulations on the insurance companies if you want to have a free market that is going to lower costs in the individual insurance market. That's the next step. But he does get credit for getting rid of the individual mandate. Really, it's Senator Tom Cotton who's responsible for that, and Mitch McConnell who's able to put this in the tax bill. Tax reform, obviously a huge win for the president. We've been talking about it the last couple of days. A record number of appellate court appointees. He's nominated 12 appellate court judges, more than any other president historically. That's a big win for the administration, which had pledged to remake the judiciary along constitutionalist lines. He pulled out from the Paris Accords. Now, the Paris Accords were never formally binding. The Paris Accords were never something that we're going to trap the United States most wish to be trapped. But as a symbolic matter, it is important that the world knows that we are not going to sign off on America's domestic policy being run by foreign regulators from abroad.
What are you waiting on?
Travel ban, which I think is both overbroad and underbroad. A little too narrow in some ways because it doesn't include enough countries, and it's overbroad and it includes everyone from those countries. But the travel ban is a step in the direction of acknowledging a reality, which is there are certain countries where we have a difficult time actually getting any sort of vetting material from them. That travel ban was initially rolled out pretty horribly, but now it has been certified by the courts, as well it should be. And finally, he's unshackled the military to support police. So being not Hillary is his number one accomplishment. Right? And he passed that bar from the very beginning. Being not Obama with regard to the police. President Obama had a very negative perception of the police, a perception that he really cast out into the wind and harmed a lot of police officers with. You see the crime rates went up dramatically in Obama's last couple of years, and often violent crime rates and murder rates in major cities particularly. Those crime rates went up pretty dramatically because of the so-called Ferguson effect. The Ferguson effect is the fact that the federal government and media have focused so harshly on police that police said, fine, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put my life in my hands every time I go out on the street. I'm not going out on the streets anymore. Crime rate grows. Oh, what Trump has done is the reverse. He basically says to cops, listen, we're on your side. We're with you. That's a very important thing. A lot of his appointments, a lot of his cabinet members have been good. Some of his cabinet members have not been so good. He's had a lot of cabinet hubbub. And I want to talk, those are all good things about him, and that is a substantial list. This is a consequential president. He has done consequential things this year. All of the things I just mentioned are important and good. And frankly, I had no right to expect them. I don't think conservatives had necessarily a right to expect them, considering that President Trump's campaign as a guy wedded to no ideology, a guy who's not wedded to traditional conservatism, a guy who went around saying openly the Republican Party is not the Republican Party, it is not the Conservative Party, it's the Republican Party. Going around with Steve Bannon saying he's going to be a nationalist popular president. I took him at his word. It turns out he's governed much more like Ronald Reagan and George W. Bush in many ways than he has like Kathy Buchanan, for example. That's a great thing. So all of these are major accomplishments for the President of the United States. And as we continue, I want to talk about the other side of the coin. What exactly has President Trump done wrong? Because there's been a lot of media criticism. I think some of it has been unjustified and some of it has been justified. If we're going to paint a full picture of how this year went for President Trump before I give my final grade for the year, then we have to do bad Trump. I just gave you all the good Trump. Now it's time for bad Trump. When we return, I'm Ben Shapiro in for Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck.
Rush. The
sound of that voice. It's comforting. Next at noon, it tells you everything's okay on WTAM 1100. And it is.
Hey, if you're shopping online this holiday season, finding the perfect gift from your computer, tablet, smartphone, it's easy, right? But if you're doing like I'm doing and doing a lot of online shopping, it can expose your personal information and leave you vulnerable to identity theft. And that might be the form of identity theft that you miss just by monitoring your credit, like somebody stealing your 401k or taking an online payday loan in your name. That's why there is LifeLock, and it's a good thing because they can monitor your personal information, and if you have a problem with identity theft, they're going to work to fix it. Now, nobody can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock offers something that is perfect for the holidays and beyond. You don't have to worry about identity theft if it happens to you. Join now by visiting LifeLock.com. You can save 10% with the promo code BACK, but don't wait. It is LifeLock.com, promo code BACK. 10% off your membership right now. LifeLock.com, promo code BACK.
Mom, what company did you use for your bedroom blinds? We're redoing ours. Blinds.com. Thumbs up emoji. Okay, I just need it to be easy. Blinds.com is easy. Free samples, hand clap emoji, free shipping, and all caps, great prices, exclamation point. IDK, we're really not unique. Neither are we. Have faith. Blinds.com walked us through the whole process and sent us samples. They even remade our blinds for free because we didn't measure correctly the first time. LOL, thanks, Mom. And enough with the emojis.
Find out for yourself why Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings. And their always great prices just got even better. Now through December 24th, enjoy great savings site-wide. Plus a guaranteed 20% off when you go to Blinds.com and enter promo code BACK. That's Blinds.com, promo code BACK. Rules and restrictions apply.
Last season, for 22 days and nights, the Cleveland Indians didn't lose a game.
And the great continues.
History was made.
22 consecutive wins.
Tonight at 9, series history win. The streak. A game-by-game recap of the Indians' historic 22-game winning streak. On WTAM 1100.
Since 1850, the Ursuline Sisters of Cleveland have served the people of Northeast Ohio in education, parish life, healthcare, and advocacy for those on the margins of society. To continue these and other ministries, the Ursuline Sisters rely on donations to their annual fund. We can help the Ursuline Sisters of Cleveland by making a secure online donation. Visit UrsulineSisters.org today. The holiday season is a busy time for everyone, but you should never be too busy to take care of yourself. That's where Metro Health doctors can help. They are true partners in your health care. From all of us at Metro Health, happy holidays and a healthy new year.
If you've been thinking about your own home security, there is no better time to get it than right now. I've been singing the praises of Simply Safe for quite some time. Simply Safe is the best home security, the best protection, period. Simply Safe now has put together a massive security arsenal for your home. It's a special package, hand-picked. It has entry sensors, motion sensors, glass break sensors, everything that you need to stop somebody who wants to rip you off or do harm to your family from even coming into your home. And right now, for the holidays, Simply Safe is giving you an incredible gift. It's $200 off this hand-picked security package. Complete protection for your home, $200 off. Best value in home security is happening right now. No contract, no commitments. But right now, and I mean now, get $200 off this holiday special. It's a security package unlike any other. SimplySafeBeck.com. Possibly the best home security deal you'll ever see at SimplySafeBeck.com. Save $200. SimplySafeBeck.com.
Grand back.
Okay, so we just went through a lot of the great things that President Trump has done this year. Now I want to talk about the other side because, let's face it, his approval rating right now is 24% underwater. A lot of Americans don't like him. Now, a lot of Americans weren't going to like him from the last election cycle when, let's put it this way. You weren't getting any of the good, or at least a lot of the good. You were getting a lot of the bad. You were getting all of Trump's personality and none of the policy. Now that he's president, you get his personality and the policy, and the policy has been a lot better than I expected it to be completely fair to them. But you got his personality. And here's the thing. The president of the United States basically has two roles. To do stuff and to push stuff. They're not the same. Doing stuff means all the things we talked about, appointing judges, cutting regulations, passing tax bills and signing them. Pushing stuff means, can you push the conservative idea forward? Can you push the founding notions forward? And this is where I think Trump has really failed. I was talking to a member of the administration relatively recently, and they asked me, how I thought they were doing. And I said, my real answer, my fake answer. He said, give me your real answer. I said, on policy, I think you guys are doing great. On messaging, I think you guys are awesome. And the reason for that is because the president has problems sticking to a topic. The president has an unfortunate tendency to be reactionary. Anybody who likes him is his friend. Anybody who dislikes him is his enemy. And you see that on display when we get to bad Trump now. So again, I'm trying to be as fair-minded about this as possible. I don't think everything Trump does is genius. I don't think everything he does is terrible. So let's do bad Trump now. I gave you all his accomplishments. Now it's time for bad Trump. Here are the things he's done wrong. Number one, Charlottesville response. There is no way the president of the United States should have responded to the killing of an innocent woman by white supremacists in Charlottesville, by white supremacists after a torch-lit rally, by actual people running around chanting racist slogans. There's no way that you should have said there were good people at that Friday night rally. It's just asinine. There's no way you should have equated the protesters against white supremacy to the actual white supremacists. If you want to rip Antifa, by all means do it. Listen, Antifa ain't a friend of mine, right? I'm the guy who got protested at Berkeley to the extent they need 600 police officers. So I have pretty good credibility when it comes to ripping on Antifa. But that was not really the time or place to do it. Plenty of times to rip Antifa. The president botched that one, and botched it in a really bad way, and it helped polarize the country. It also allowed Democrats to shift all discussion toward race, which was not a good move politically. Forget the moral. I think that it was bad that the way that Trump pulled out from the Trans-Pacific Partnership deal. Not because I was a huge fan of TPP, but because the way to do it would have been to renegotiate TPP. Trump didn't really know what TPP was. He thought that China was a member of TPP. That it was a sort of trade bloc that included China. The entire TPP structure was created in order to cut China out. China has maximized trade influence in the region because we pulled out from TPP. They've cut a bunch of deals with surrounding countries. That's not good for U.S. foreign interests. Failure on Obamacare bills. We tried it twice this year. We failed both times. We got the individual mandate repealed, but none of the regulations have been repealed, and no substantial changes to Medicaid, which continues to be a need-based program funded by the federal government. You picked Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon never should have been anywhere near the levels of power. I'm going to talk about Bannon a little bit more in a little while. Big article on Vanity Fair about Bannon. I know Steve pretty well. I was, of course, an editor at large over at Breitbart for 4 years. 2 of those I was the institutional editorial structure. I was on a phone call with Steve, an editorial phone call, twice a day for an hour a day for 2 years. So I know Steve pretty well. Steve Bannon, as part of the administration, was in a disaster area from the beginning. Steve always had Steve's interest at heart. His willingness to collude now with the Russians, with the alt-right, was morally despicable during the election. And his self-aggrandizing sense of personal power was damaging to the administration. In his advice to Trump was not good. Taking Mike Flynn, terrible idea. A lot of people like me warning, do not take Mike Flynn. The guy has a checkered past. Picking Flynn is going to get you in trouble. Bad move. You never should have fired James Comey. If you was going to fire James Comey, you should have fired him right up front. You should have said, listen, new administration, new FBI director. It would have been very simple. Firing him when he did, and going on national television and saying that he did it and it relieved pressure over the Russia scandal, and then telling the Russians that, just stupid. Most of the problems that Trump has made are problems he's made for himself. They're not problems made by circumstance. They're not problems made by the media. And the media can only follow on problems Trump makes for himself. And the media will make up things. The media will. They'll create false narratives, like that the tax bill hurts poor people. They will make things up. But a lot of the things that the media criticized Trump on was them taking a kernel that Trump had given them and then spinning it into an entire yarn. Right? The overall Russian investigation botchery is really Trump's fault, right? He fired Comey, he did so by using Rod Rosenstein. Sessions had already accused himself, and you end up with a special investigator. Just stupid. No border wall, right? Lack of a border wall. Ann Coulter's been fighting that over this one. She has the right to speak. This was supposedly his number one promise. The push for a new deferred action for child arrivals program in Congress. So that was something that Trump said he was not going to do, and then he's basically done it. The biggest thing is the constant barrage of nonsense. Right? From shouting fake news and real news, saying that all of the media are fake news, jabbering about crowd size nonsensically at the beginning of the administration, asking why there's a civil war, telling us about General Pershing, a week-long crusade against the NFL, Then fine. If you want to say this dumb deal for the anthem, go for it. Week 4 in crusade against the NFL. Polarizing some of the only common area we still have. When there were like 2 guys dealing at the time. Going after LeVar Ball. I mean, it seemed like every week there was some sort of Twitter outrage. If someone could get to the president's phone and just unplug it, or install a dummy version of Twitter where people are giving him feedback in real time. They're fake people, tell members of the administration, telling him he's doing great, but the tweets never go out to the public. His public approval rating would be up 10 points. The endorsement of Roy Moore, the late endorsement of Roy Moore, Trump should have stayed out of this race. He had no business in this race. It damaged his credibility. It made him look like he didn't care about the allegations against Roy Moore. There's one thing to say, vote against Doug Jones. I get it. But totally another thing to campaign for Roy Moore. Attacking his own staff, people like Attorney General Jeff Sessions. I think Attorney General Sessions actually does a pretty good job. But he's a pretty good senator, I think he's a pretty good Attorney General. Attacking Rod Rosenstein. Attacking the Health and Human Services Secretary. Attacking Rex Tillerson. Attacking members of your own administration publicly is not the smart move. The biggest problem, I think, in terms of actual policy, is failing to staff up the federal government. Trump has done a good job nominating appellate judges, but he has not done well in filling career posts at various agencies. So, what do you make of it? What's the overall? So here's my overall assessment. My overall assessment is that Trump has made some serious strides. He's made a lot of accomplishments, he's accomplished a lot, particularly in the last week. The last 3 weeks, I'd say, have been stellar for conservatives. But a huge number of setbacks are helping cripple his own program. It's making it difficult for him to pass things. He loses leverage with his own senators when he attacks them. That has not been helpful. That's why his approval rating is so low. So, final yearly grade for the president, I give him a C+. That's an optimistic view, because a month ago it would have been a C-. I give him a C+, tax reform, Jerusalem. He's really made some strides in the right direction. If he continues that up, it could be a very consequential and, yes, a good president. But he's going to need to shift his rhetoric to meet his actions. If he can do that, things will change. I'm going to get your thoughts coming up on your grade for President Trump. Ben Shapiro in for Glenn Beck.